Hello everyone, this is Joe the Orange, and today we are discussing the changes that have happened over the last 2 weeks since I made my last real arena video. Now so far the changes I have seen are mostly positive. It's a really good patch. Like, what they're doing, for me anyway, is heading in the right direction. For instance, we've got caltrops removed from melee infantry. That's just fucking great. Like, hell, oh man, it's about fucking time. And then we have matchmaking improvements, which is always a good thing, you know, can't complain about that. And then we have the no replenishment costs on premium units, which is fine. They need to make some money, and that's a good way to do it. You know, it's not a real big advantage in competitive play. Well, it's not an advantage at all, so if you want to get easy silver, you know, spend $5, that's fine. They need to make some fucking money. And last but not least, we have the Queen Slayer Cynane? I have no fucking idea. I've never heard of this chick, but she's a fucking powerhouse. I'll tell you, she fucking ruins. She reigns death. And before I was saying that Greeks really need a good commander, but yeah, she might be too good. I fucking love playing her. I'm not going to exactly complain yet. Once I start playing other commanders again, I'm going to probably fucking have a fit, because holy shit. Now, before I was saying that archers are 4-star units. With her, they're just fucking unbelievable. They're just amazing. So 5 stars, straight up, the best, one of the best fucking units in the game. And she does amazingly well with pikes, because of the archers backing the pikes up. So back to the video, I've put my pikes down and he runs into them, just gets wrecked. And basically it's the same combo I always play as Greeks, which is, you know, a spear or pike unit with archers. And now you have a buff to archers. You have a commander that's good with archers. So it's just a better commander. This is the best fucking commander for me, basically. So now when units see pikes, you know, they retreat, but you put the hunt ability on them, and then you can see them for the next 30 something seconds, and just rain death on them. And it helps your artillery units, because they can see where that unit's heading. And it's just, look, that's the pike's weakness, is they can't chase after units. You know, they form up, they form a wall, and then the units just retreat away. But now they can't do that when you play this chick, because they're just going to get hunt put on them, and then her rapid shooting thing is just going to fuck them up. Also, it makes pikes very simple to play. You put them in front of your archers, and then when someone comes close, you put your pikes down. There's no... that's it. And then your archers do all the work. You know, they either die to your pikes, or you shoot the fuck out of them with hunt and barrage. And looking at her other abilities, it seems like they're trying to make horse archers viable. And they might be. I just don't have any horse archers because they were terrible. But you could run up and put hunt on someone and just let your siege equipment rain death on them. Which, you know, that could be really good for support. It could be really good for team play. You run up, put hunt on someone, and just kite. And in these next 2 videos, these are my first few... well, my first 2 games with her. This is my second game, and the next one's my first game. And yeah, that if you have just the hunt ability, oh sorry, just the barrage ability, you can get fucking awesome points. Like, it just does so much damage, as you're about to see. It also causes so much friendly fire when you fuck up, which I did a fair bit in, I can't remember if it was this game or the next. Now look at this damage with that barrage ability. It's just fucking amazing. Wait, here we go. Is it this one or the next one? I press barrage at some point, and it just fucks everyone up. I can see her being the anti-camper. She runs up, puts the hunt ability on someone, and then all your siege equipment and all your allied units can see that unit. So it's good versus people that are camping on the hill. You just get in range, put hunt on them, and then run back, and then let your range kill them. And of course she can be used to the other extreme, where she scouts ahead for people playing defensively. Oh, here we go, I've popped barrage, and look at the fucking damage on this. But anyways, yeah, my pikes are just sitting there waiting for anyone to try to kill my archers. And there's Barrage's damage for ya. It's fucking pretty good. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, if you're playing defensively, you can scout ahead with her and just chuck hunt on someone and run off and let your siege equipment bomb the fuck out of them. So it can be like she's a great scout, I guess. I'll have to play her a bit more though. The game was crashing a lot when I tested her. So I actually have to go on the run from these pike units. I thought I'd do alright because I had my... and then, yeah, the game crashed, but I had my other pike unit there. So I thought they might be able to take out his pike unit, but we'll never know. We'll fucking never know. So here's the second game with this chick, the Queen Slayer. I'm just going to call her the Queen Slayer because I have no idea. I've never heard of this chick before. I have no idea how to pronounce her name. I'll probably YouTube one of those history channel things on her because never heard of this chick, ever. I've heard of other female warriors, like that British chick. She was pretty fucking awesome. But anyway, I'm moving through the forest. I have Arminius in front of me, and that's great for range support. You know, he has that scout ability. Now, the original plan was just to rain death on these heavy infantry units, but, you know, he wants points, so he goes in. And I guess fair enough, he's light infantry, and they're heavy, so it's easy points for him. And that's why I always bring something to support my range units, because I know I'm not just going to charge my melee units into combat, because I'm trying to support my range units. You can't expect allies to support you. And I just used barrage on those horse units there, that cavalry, and it did so much damage, it actually took me by surprise, because usually I would put my pikes, I'll just shoot them a few times and put my pikes in combat with the cavalry unit. But the archers were doing so much damage, I just pulled them back a bit and then I'll put them back in. And then actually, yeah, this is a bit where I fuck up in friendly fire. But you know, shit happens. Now I know the enemy units are above me, so I get those pike units up. I take some artillery shots there, I get those pike units up, and then I put my pikes down and he just goes straight in. Just gets fucking wrecked by pikes. So now that my pike unit is engaged in combat, I pull my archers back, just in case they have more melee units coming, but they don't at the moment. And one thing I didn't know about Hunt is it's only for range units. So if I knew that, I would have kept one range unit there to push, well, put Hunt on that unit so I could keep raining down archer fire on them. And that's what I mean, these are my first 2 games on this chick, and she's incredible just because of barrage. And pikes don't really need any commander abilities if all you're doing is protecting your 2 ranged units. And I actually have no idea what her melee ability does, because apparently it kills them when they're knocked down or something like that. It's not really important, like, well, will be later once I play a few more games with this cheek, but at the moment barrage is enough. So I'll push up a bit further, hoping I can get in range of their artillery units. But of course you can see our team is mainly defending, and we are higher in points. So I don't push up any further than this, because if I was to push further, I'm bound to just get destroyed by their artillery, because I'm pretty sure they have at least 6 artillery units. So I'll just pull back, and then we have a big pause in the game. So I am saving for horse archers now to see if they can be viable. I've been playing a lot of team games today, trying out really weird combos, which I'll probably upload after, you know, the next video. I'll upload some team play videos, because I tried some really weird combos and they work way better than I thought. And I tried some traditional combos, like all I did in one game, I got shit all points. I think I got something like 2,900 or something with tier 9 units. And I just defended our catapults, and they swarmed us. Both teams rushed, apart from me and this siege player. And the siege player just racked up points because I scouted ahead for him, and then I went back and defended him. And they had about 12 units come for us, and they all got wrecked by these siege units, which I didn't get points for, obviously. And eventually they managed to kill our siege units, but then I just put my guys into defensive test judo in the cut point, and that delayed them enough for our team to actually win. So I've been trying a lot of, not so much getting points, but just winning the game. And then I played a Caesar game, and that was just fucking amazing. I have no idea how I got so many points. But for some reason, he was fucking up units. I think they nerfed melee defense, because Caesar was fucking up people more than when I played Scipio with the same units. And that's basically how it happened. I played Scipio and got smashed by barbarians, and they were hitting me. They were hitting me 24/7. I was like, okay, melee defense isn't doing what it used to do, where you get into combat and they can hardly hit you. I actually got fucking destroyed. But back to the game for a sec. So I actually lose this combat with this other pike unit. And the reason being, I did something really stupid. I clicked on the enemy unit, which on most units that's a good thing to do. On pikes it's not, because what actually happened is it made my pikes charge and go out of formation. So I really fucked that up, but then what happened is I actually end up winning. So it's just fucking amazing how pikes can turn shit around. So I end up winning because he can't put his pikes down because there's a spear unit engaged with my pike unit. And at this stage, I thought my pikes were dead. I was just running my archers back, and I kept turning around going, those cunts are still alive. And they're winning. They're getting heaps of points. What the fuck? So I've pulled my archers back in time, luckily not to get killed instantly by their archers. And I noticed the enemy team was making a lot of mistakes, so I'm pretty sure at higher tiers I would have got wrecked. But it was definitely some good warm-up games, you know. And this is a pretty odd thing here, so I'm not doing that much damage to these pikes. I'm just raining a bit of arrows down on them. And at this stage I'm like, fuck it, I'm dead. So I start shooting their archers, just trying to take them out. And then my ally's laying spikes down, and then his pike unit decides, instead of killing the archers, I'm going to run into them. So I end up winning. And that's just fucking luck. Well, it's just lucky that he's not as good because he's low tier. And I love that these fuckwits are calling us campers when we originally pushed all the way to their base only to find out they were camping. So then we pulled back. So, you know, it's hypocritical bullshit because we pushed first, saw that you guys were camping, and then we pulled our units back because we're not being suicidal fucking idiots. And since we're ahead of points, it caused you to go in and fucking lose. And that's one thing I've noticed about a lot of the games now, is you have your initial pushing force, which is mostly light infantry, etc. And then you push up, you get those points, and then you just pull back. Because if you advance further, you're just going to run into a big fucking camp fest. And then you force their camp fest to actually try to advance. And then you're like, okay, now you know how it fucking feels like cunt. If you want to camp, we can actually advance, especially with this new chick in the arsenal. Can advance, put hunt on one unit, rain that unit down, kill that, and then we're ahead of points, and then we can pull back, and then the game fucking crashes again. So in team play, I can see a good position for horse archers, where you can advance, especially if barbarians start, well, they've got Cav now, that's tier 3, but you could have him go up, followed by the Queen Slayer. You know, have our minis go up with a scout ability, followed by the Queen Slayer. She puts hunt on someone with her horse archers, rain some hell on them, and then you're ahead of points, and then you can pull back, forcing them to advance. And unfortunately, I have ran out of time. This is the video I will be uploading tomorrow. Just a bit of a sneak peek, I guess? Not really, I just need more video to finish what I was talking about. But yeah, I will be uploading this video tomorrow along with another one. And basically, me and the guys from VG played about 4 games together and tried some weird ass combos out, and they seem to do pretty damn well, so I'll upload them tomorrow. Until next time, enjoy your gaming.